Hey everyone, welcome to Waxing Pixels, a podcast on Battle Geek Plus, which is a gaming channel on YouTube and Twitch. I thought that cat was in the bedroom, but I'm obviously wrong. My name's Josh, and with me I have a cat that you probably heard, Heather.
Hi.
Ryan.
Hey.
And Frank.
Deshul.
So on this show, we like to talk about video games and video game accessories. Anyway, how's everyone doing?
It's hot.
It's hot.
It's very hot.
Yep.
So, this episode is the last one that we will be doing until we take a 2-week break. The first break we are taking because we are celebrating my birthday, and I don't feel like recording on my birthday. And the other one because it's happening while we are moving to a new place that has central air, so that it's not hot as balls every time we record. Because, well, we can't have a fan out here that's on. We have to close up all the doors and windows and everything.
I can't wait. I'm so excited. It'll be nice and comfortable while we record.
Exactly. We'll be doing like 4-hour-long podcasts.
No.
Where
I got shit to do, yo.
We'll bring Joe Rogan and like Kevin Smith over, and we'll all just get high and talk about video games and how they're old and don't know anything about them.
Sure. Okay. That works.
Oh, yeah, I'd love that. I'd also like to bring in Ralph Garman and Mike LeBrie.
Okay, yeah. They're all old too, and but they know about video
Mike's
games.
a little more of our age, though.
Yeah, I know. But I'm saying that was a roundabout way of saying we are old.
Yeah.
Which is why
Except me. I'm the youngest.
Speak up, I can't hear you, youngster.
So, yeah. Which, because we're old, we have topics for old people today. Topics about things like Nintendo and Sega and ancient Egypt.
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo! So, yeah, we've only got 3
Back in my day, it was just called Egypt.
It reminds me of there was a stand-up comedian once who was all like, you know what they call Chinese food in China?
Food.
Before we get to those topics, though, there's a little segment for that one new listener that'll be tuning out in about 13 seconds called What You Playing? And, well, it's all about what are we playing right now? Heather, what you playing?
Playing Sanic.
Sanic?
Yeah.
How far have you gotten in Sanic?
I don't remember the name of the zone.
What's it look like?
It's the one with the pink flower forest.
Oh, Crush Gardens? Press Gardens? Can't remember.
Ooh, yeah.
the Press Garden.
Press Gardens. Yes. That's where I'm at right now.
Least favorite of mine.
It's gorgeous. I keep getting distracted because I'm looking at the background. So, and I hate pink. I hate that color so much, but I'm getting distracted. I keep dying because I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing at all because I keep looking at all the pretty things. So, yeah, it's interesting. Obviously, I haven't gotten much further than the last time I played. Because last time we recorded, I was only at Studiopolis. No, wait. Flying Battery Zone, which is after Studiopolis. So I'm in zone 4 or 5. I don't know.
I don't remember what I don't.
I'm not very far along, but I once again also played the game of work too damn much because moving. So
right. I had a crazy weekend at work also. Fun times. Ryan, what you playing?
Alright, so over the weekend, I went to the Nintendo World Championships 2017.
Yay!
And you can watch the video of it on our channel. So yeah, this is how my experience went. I woke up at 6 in the morning, just like I woke up for work. So I had to wake up early 6 days in a row. And then I went down to Torrance. It was actually held in Torrance and not Los Angeles, but since Torrance is in Los Angeles County, that's why they're saying Los Angeles. I got there is about 80 people in line already. I mean, some people were actually there since like 6 in the morning or 6 in the evening because a lot of them were camping outside.
wow.
And so I got in line.
People will camp out for anything.
Yep. I got in line. Then more people were coming. I think a total of 500 people came.
That's quite a lot of people, actually.
Yeah, like they were having the competition all day long. So it was like 500 people. So like we wait in line, and then we have a guy in a Mario costume come out. So and I take a picture with him, and a whole bunch of people just rush up to him with their phones. Oh my God, Mario's here! Oh my God, yeah. So I get my picture with him, and like first they have like the kids go in, like 12 and younger, and then after that they have the 13 and older go in. So I go in. So like this round of the competition is like we have to get the fastest time in Mario Kart 7 on Bowser's Castle on the GBA map, and so I was able to practice for the past 2 weeks, but like people are getting times online like a minute 14, a minute 16, which is really, really hard.
Dang.
Yeah, so and my best time was I was able to get it down to 125, and I was like, what, I don't care if I win anymore. I just I'm just gonna have fun.
And I think I got what did you get?
125.
125. I think I got 122, but that was like a fluke.
Oh yeah, I mean it's hard to get it consistently.
It's hard to get that ramp too.
Yeah. Yeah. So we get 2 turns, and so on my first turn I messed up and it sucked. And after all that practice, I was like, shit. I got like 135. I was like, okay, fuck. But then my second turn I did it flawlessly. I got my 125, and I played on that new 2DS system. The one that's coming out, or like the one that's already come out.
Right.
Yeah, it's really nice. I think if you're in the market for a new DS, I really recommend getting it.
I am.
All right, sweet. And then after that, I waited in line to play Metroid Samus Returns and Super Mario Odyssey again. And then I saw on the leaderboard my name was number 9. I was like, holy shit!
You're the mightier of the number 9s.
Yeah. I see what you did. Yeah, so
Stay out of my head.
I love you.
And so I took a picture of it. I posted it on my Twitter and Instagram. And then after that, I played Metroid Samus Returns, which is pretty cool. And, I mean, I did play the Game Boy version a couple of years ago, and I definitely like this version a lot better. Then I played Super Mario Odyssey again because I played at E3 a couple of months ago. I chose the city, and I still decided to be an asshole and hop on people's heads.
Of course you would, Ryan.
And then after that, I just played Nidhogg 2. I beat it, and that's all I've been playing.
Well, congrats on being the 9th best Mario Kart player and all that.
Thank you.
Maybe you should take to Twitch with your Mario Kart skills on the Wii U or something like that. At the very least, you get some Mario Kart 64 action going on or something.
Honestly, I think I'm all Mario Karted out.
That's blasphemy, Ryan.
Jeez.
I think that's the only game I've been playing for the past 2 weeks, consistently, and I still wasn't able to beat the best time in the world. But you know what? 9th place is cool.
I mean, being the best, if it took only 2 weeks of consistency to be the best, God, life would be so easy.
Yeah,
that would be. Yeah,
you gotta work hard.
I would have had 30 black belts in jiu-jitsu. Don't trust me on the math there.
You gotta work hard to achieve your dreams.
Right? Exactly.
Well, it would have been cool to go to New York because my 2 sisters live there, and they would have seen me, compete in the finals. And and our pal Joe,
who would have mysteriously ended up on a plane to California, but not see any of us.
Yep.
Right. Or he would have stopped watching the competition to go buy a Super Famicom or something.
Or maybe the Super Famicom Mini.
Joe.
True.
Super Famicom Ball Z. Ba-da-da-da-da.
Joe.
Done.
We love you. We swear. We're just busting your balls.
Swear to me. Swear to me.
Batman, what are you playing?
I'm playing Story of Seasons. It's great. Go out and get the farm.
That doesn't sound very detective-y at all.
You can't be a detective all the time. Sometimes you want to just plant something and watch it grow.
Okay. All right, so I know I've heard this title before, but it's just a farm and you grow shit?
Yeah.
Okay, so Farmville?
Yeah, it's like Harvest Moon. I think it's the same company that did Harvest Moon, and
Natsume?
they're just going under a different game title now. Because I know another Story of Seasons came out. It's called the Trio Town or whatever.
Okay.
So I believe you just have one farm, and there's these 3 towns you can go to and whatnot.
Awesome.
So, I don't know. It's on 3DS. I don't know. There might be one later on. I don't know.
Oh, I feel like with games like these, they always are coming out with new ones. Because, well, there's a reason why these games are popular. They're addictive. And it's low energy. Mm-hmm. You don't have to constantly be like, oh, how much ammo do I have? Take out that enemy. Run, explosion. And be a cool guy and not look at it. But yeah, low energy games like that are really fun. It's kind of why match 3 games are super popular also. Doesn't take a lot of energy to do them.
Right.
So.
Oh, I'm done playing Legends of Dragoon. I finished it 2 days ago.
Yeah, you.
Cool.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Sunday. Finished it Sunday. Saturday.
Saturday. You finished it Saturday because you had to come pick me up from work right after you beat it. So
Like as soon as he beat it, I got a text from him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
you know, like, hey,
Come pick me up.
Well, like I saw that he wasn't working the next day, so I was like, "Are you still? Are you in bed yet?" I don't want to pay for a lift.
Oh, I
just
cannot
finished the ending.
wait for you to not have to do that anymore.
Right when we move, you're so close to work.
2 weeks. Just 2
Right.
weeks.
2 weeks.
So fun times. Anyway, so that's what we're playing.
What
And
are you
that-
playing?
Me? Oh, I'm playing. Well, I was playing Sonic Mania. I totally forgot about myself.
You forgot you existed?
I did.
Sonic.
Going through some weirdness right now. I forgot that I existed. But yeah, playing Sonic Mania. I'm at the end of Oil Ocean Zone. I got to the boss that has like the green things that you stand on, and then like the fire puts them up into the air.
Yeah, I
Like,
kicked that one's ass.
the whole floor was that, and then like I ran over to the right, and then like I got pushed up into some spikes that weren't on the screen until after they killed me.
Yeah.
And I was just like, that's a really cool tactic. Here's mine. And I hit the power button. And I just haven't really touched it since. So,
Well, after that part, you're actually going to go into Sonic Hell.
well,
Nah.
That's all I could say.
I mean, I beat the game,
Yeah,
but
so it's,
I think the next boss is a severe pain in the ass.
oh yeah, I agree.
It's like cheap
just say it, Frank.
ass cheapery. And
There you go. All that.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's cheap.
Cheap ass cheapery. I was just kind of like, huh. And then, like, I tweeted about it. And
Yeah, that boss, I think I beat it within 5 seconds because I went through the same thing, like, oh, that's cheap. And then I died again. And then I just went balls to the wall and just didn't even give this guy a chance to introduce himself. I just kept hitting him.
No
5
mercy.
seconds, just dead. I'm like,
Frank
huh.
takes no
That's
prisoners.
easy.
But so that's what I'm playing, and therefore that's what we're playing. And that segment is called What You Playin'. And now that it's over, let's move on into some news. Ryan, you've got our first topic today.
Okay.
It's about Nintendo Miiverse being shut down.
All right,
What's going on? Like, is there some sort of like crisis where like the universes are imploding? Is there like an evil supervillain involved? Like, what's going on with Miiverse?
So Nintendo Miiverse is going to be shut down this November. Oh.
I never really used it much.
Yeah, I barely
That's
use it.
probably why it's being shut down.
I think that's the reason.
Well, there were people that did use it. I used to see like Miiverse art all the time.
Yeah, really bad Miiverse art.
I saw good Miiverse
Yeah.
art too, though. That was the thing.
Yeah, but sadly, the Nintendo Miiverse, I think it launched with the 3DS or the Wii U.
I think it was the Wii U.
Yeah, the Wii U. Oh, yeah. So that's probably one of the reasons why it's shutting down, because, you know, Nintendo is shifting production away from the Wii U since it's dead, and it's, you know, they're switching production to the Switch now, so we will not have a Miiverse anymore.
Bummer.
I mean, I barely use it. I just use it to, you know, post weird pictures of Smash Brothers I took, like Samus kicking Mario in the balls.
What are you, 12?
Yes.
All right, well.
He's
at
the
least you're aware
oldest
of that.
12-year-old. That is... like, I don't even know how that makes sense, but he's the oldest 12-year-old.
Yep.
Therefore, yeah, so I wonder... I guess this is sort of to make way for Nintendo's new online service for the Switch and whatever they might end up using for the 2DS, the new 2DS. Because, I don't know, like, I guess Miiverse, when there's really not a whole lot of use for Miis anymore.
The
kind of.
Sweeverse.
The Sweeverse.
Yeah, the Switch verse.
Switchverse.
Well,
Sweeverse.
people still use Mii's on Mario Kart, though.
Oh, okay.
On the Switch.
And, like, I still use one as a,
Yeah.
like, an avatar for
Yeah.
my account.
Yeah,
yeah, like
that's what we do on the Switch.
Yeah, I'm sure Nintendo's going to make some kind of new online service thing for the Switch, but it's not going to be the Miiverse anymore.
It's that one that you have to pay for.
Yeah.
You know, where you have to, if you want to chat while playing games, you have to download an app to your cell phone and then hook up some headphones and do it that way.
It's so lame.
Yeah.
It's like so weird. It's like you might as well just use Discord.
Yeah,
You know?
so people are sad for the Nintendo Miiverse being shut down, said nobody ever.
Well, Nintendo Miiverse, it was fun having you around so I could see stupid Miiverse posts and inexplicably good art on Miiverse that was screen capped and then put on Twitter for me to see. And also stupid questions about old video games written by children who obviously weren't around back when video games were completely different than they are now. Questions like, why can't Sonic boost in Sonic Mania? Or, why can't I only go in 2 directions in Mario? Things like that.
Well, kids are dumb, for starters.
So, well, I mean, they're not. Not only that, but I mean, for example, like, you know, our nephew, like, I had him play Mario on the 3DS.
Which nephew?
Amari.
Gotcha.
The Mario nephew.
And,
I was just clarifying which nephew we were talking about.
And I was having him play on the 3DS, like, last Christmas.
Yeah.
And, like, just the concept of, like, not being able to either A, freely run around, because he was playing New Super Mario Bros. 2.
Yeah.
Or,
yeah.
or like that concept just completely, like, not being able to do that just completely escaped him. He's just kind of like, what, I have to, like, jump over this? I can't, like, go around it? You know, that sort of thing. And then also the fact that, like, it wasn't, like, just, like, touch the screen to do stuff.
Right,
it's like, how do I do this? He's touching the screen. It's like, you
Press the button.
You press the button. Yeah, it's just, like, completely just not his generation of gaming.
How old is he?
He's in school. Like,
He's
in
like,
elementary
he was a first grader
Yeah, he's
when
like
we
6 or
met,
7
so
or
he's
something.
like, he had to have been like, he's probably in like 2nd or 3rd grade by this point.
Alright, so he doesn't have very good problem-solving skills.
No, like, he can play
coordinates,
console games just fine.
What?
You know?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
get the
it's just
concept
like-
of the buttons and the screen?
But,
no,
like, a
it's
2D side-scroller versus, say, GTA.
a 3D open world, run around, do whatever the fuck you want, versus you have to start at point A and get to point B, going in a straight line and jumping sometimes.
It's like, this isn't... But, like, and then, like, the other option, you know, for kids his age are just dumb tablet games. So, it's not a dumb tablet game. It's not a full-blown console game. What the hell am I playing? My hands don't understand this. It's pretty much what happened to him. So,
I mean, okay, fine, fair enough. You got a good point. Kids are still stupid.
I guess. But, anyway, moving on. You seem to be in the mood to talk. So, I'm gonna... Yeah, that's right. I said it.
Whatever.
That's right. That's right. So, I'm gonna let you talk about something that really piqued your interest when we were looking for news. Assassin's Creed Origins.
Yes.
Assassin's Creed.
So, the particular article that I was looking at was talking about the new Assassin's Creed Origins screenshots, that it's all like, oh my god, look how freaking purty it is. Which, yes, it's freaking purty. It's so damn purty. I mean, we're not going to end up with 4K television. Like, that's just not going to happen. And I'm not going to be concerned about getting a game that's capable for 4K. But what has me stoked about this game is that, well, now I'm interested in Assassin's Creed again. I remember whenever the first one came out, and I was probably like one of like 10 people that was like, yeah, it was a neat game. A lot of people didn't like it because, you know, the repetitiveness and whatnot. But the story was cool. I really enjoyed it. And then, of course, when Assassin's Creed 2 came out, you know, playing Ezio, shit basically just got catapulted into the sun, and it was the most amazing thing in the world. We stopped playing when 3 came out.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed 3, that was the one that I was just like, yeah, fuck this.
Yeah, it definitely was a victim of a gaming company that was focusing so hard on trying to get a new one to come out almost every year, and focusing on expanding the world as much as possible without really putting anything of substance. Like, I remember going around, I got so much farther in that game than you did, honey, but I mean...
Yeah, I didn't even get to the, like, playing as the main character. I was still playing as his dad.
Yeah, just, like, all these little glitches and shit that happened that just, like, you were like, fuck this shit. Yeah, I ended up rage quitting the game myself during Paul Revere's ride. Just like the game had a lot of little problems. Like I said, there was such a huge world, but a lot of fucking nothing to do in it. You know, I would spend some time to go hunting. I'd be running around the woods, you know, climbing in trees and looking for animals, and it would just literally be a vast nothingness of just trees. That was it. Nothing else. And it got really boring really quick. But yeah, it was definitely an issue of they focused so hard on making it so big and expansive that they missed a lot of little things, and those little things built up, and finally I was just like, fuck this game. We did not play Black Flag.
No.
I tried it at E3, the multiplayer version, which I never would have played that anyway. I don't really play games online with people. I liked the concept of it. It looked pretty, so there was that. But I had no interest in spending almost all of, like, a large portion of my character's time on the ocean having battles. That wasn't something I was interested in. And when we saw stuff for Assassin's Creed Origins, I collectively lost my shit because A, it's fucking pretty. I like pretty things. B, it's in Egypt. I like Egypt. Egypt's got some cool shit. And C, well, I can't think of anything for C. But I'm interested in it. Again, the fact that I'm finally interested in this series again is amazing. And one of the things that this article was talking about, I haven't really bothered looking too much into it. I try not to do that sometimes because then I get a little too hyped and then hopes get dashed. But I knew it was ancient Egypt. I didn't know what time frame of Egypt we were talking about. In the article, it mentions that it is during the Ptolemaic era. So the Ptolemies are in control of Egypt, so that's closer to the end of Egypt being what it was, the era of Cleopatra and whatnot. She was of the Ptolemy family. So in terms of historical context, I know what we're talking about here. So that was cool. And God, these pictures are so pretty. I can't handle it. Another thing that they were talking about is that even though it's ancient Egypt, there's still a bunch of shit to climb. There's not a lot of very tall, vertical things to climb, but you can climb virtually anything in this, like, you know, rock formations, huts. You can ride on horseback, camelback, you know, you're in the desert. Now, typically, whenever you have a game like this and you're in the desert in a place that's super hot, you typically have to keep an eye on your hydration. You know, that's usually kind of a typical game trope set in a setting such as this nature. And that's not what's happening in this game.
What is happening?
So what they're doing in this game is that you will be running around. You don't have to worry about your hydration. However, you're going to have a desert system set up to where if you're running around in the middle of the desert, the heat's going to get to you. You're going to start hallucinating.
Oh, wow.
So when I read that, like I said, I've been kind of avoiding information. But it says here during an interview, let's see, it says you don't need to drink, but you will experience a bit of hallucination because of the heat. And so we have what we call this desert overheat system that will make things appear. So it's always interesting to go out there, meaning out into the desert.
It's almost like it's asking you to go.
Yeah, just to see what kind of shit you run into. And you'll have other reasons to go out into the desert. It won't be just spending time in the city. There'll be, you know, encampments to go to. There will be tombs that you can go find, raid, basically, that sort of scenario.
The Cave of Wonders.
Ooh, yeah. I like it.
So when is this game coming out?
So this game is going to be out this October. Holy shit. A few days before Halloween. So it's kind of amazing because I'm used to hearing about games like this that I get super stoked about like a year or two in advance. And then it's just all like, hey, you just heard about this game just a few months ago. Oh, by the way, it's coming out this year. Yay! You know, so that's pretty awesome. Also, Frank,
Yeah.
Cave of Wonders, it wouldn't be in Egypt. Just saying.
It is in the desert.
It is in the desert.
What kind of cave would you be finding?
I don't know. Tut's tomb?
Okay.
Valley of the Kings? I don't know.
I was just hoping you'd come up with like a cave of like something, like a synonym for wonders or something. Like a cave of awesomeness or something like that.
I have no idea.
Okay. Well,
Cave of above average ideology.
But yes, so this game looks pretty as fuck. I needs it in my life. And the whole idea is that it is Origins. It's supposed to be about, you're playing the person who is the start of it all in terms of the Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. So I've seen the latest trailer and it made me squeal like a pig. It was amazing. So
squeal like a pig.
Yeah, it's holy shit. It is gorgeous, and I understand the era. Like it makes it's like one of those things that I know with a third Assassin's Creed, it's during colonial times and whatever, and Paul Revere's ride and whatever. But I don't know. I feel like that bit of history, my world history growing up, every year was literally the same history every year. It was about the country getting its independence. It was about the Civil War, and that's what we talked about. We sort of kind of touched on the World Wars, sort of, but I didn't get actual world history until I was a senior in high school. And then it was oh, hey, by the way, there are some other things that happened, because the US isn't the only place that existed. There are some other places, Mongolia, and Egypt, and Australia, and, things happened in the world. But for years, every year, our world history was the same shit, and I thought I didn't give a shit about history, so it being a segment of history that I've been fascinated with since I was a child, it's pretty fucking cool to me. I want this game.
Wasn't there a game, Assassin's Creed game that was based in Industrial Revolution England?
Probably.
Maybe. Unity? There was Unity.
I think so. Oh, wait, wasn't Unity a player versus player kind of game?
I have no idea. I have not kept up with Assassin's Creed whatsoever since the third one. I knew about Black Flag, but I had no interest in it. I remember hearing stuff about Unity. I know nothing about that one. I don't care. And then this is the only one that's got my attention back because Egypt. But it also seems like another thing is that, in all of the Assassin's Creed game, you go to high towers or high places and you unlock portions of the map. In this one, that's not really a thing that happens because there's not a lot of high vantage points. So one of the things is that there's not going to be... You'll unlock a map, presumably, but it's not going to be in the same manner that has been tied to Assassin's Creed since the beginning of Assassin's Creeding. And aside from that, they've really focused on the fight system, so it's going to be more fluid. I know that it was janky as balls in the third one, so...
Well, really, the only thing that I think I want to see out of this game is just you're running through town or whatever, and then a couple of random NPCs get into a fight, and then if you stop and you pay attention, it's Brendan Fraser punching Tom Cruise.
What?
Because Egypt and the Mummy.
Oh, yeah. I already got it when you said it.
See, I thought you would get that.
No.
Because you're all I like the Mummy. And then you're all the new one, you're all I hate the Mummy.
Yeah, no, the new one shouldn't have been a thing, and I forgot about its existence because of that very reason.
Right, so yeah, Brendan Fraser punching Tom Cruise.
Fuck yeah.
So, that's all I'm asking for, Ubisoft. I'll pay $60 for that. Well, I won't, but...
I will.
She will, and then...
I'll pay $60 for it even if that doesn't happen.
And then I'll enjoy it if it does. So, fun times. Anyway, moving on to our last topic of the day. Yeah, we don't have 4 topics this week. It's too hot for that. At least until we get central air in a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
when
and
we come
if
back.
I didn't sound coherent, I blame the heat.
Right? You were probably hallucinating because of the heat
Yeah.
system in this apartment.
This overheating system.
Right?
Like, look at Crystal. She's melting over there.
She is.
I hope she's still breathing.
I didn't even know bread could melt. But anyway, moving on. Last topic. All right, so Sonic Mania. We've all played it. And have all of us gotten through the spider boss?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I know you guys have because you both have beaten it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've all gotten through the spider boss. What do you guys think of the spider boss?
Oh, I liked it.
I did too.
I hated it.
Oh.
I hated it at first because of one reason. It was a problem throughout the entire level for me. It was, when Sonic is holding on to those propellers,
Yeah.
how he does it. Well, in 3, it's all about timing and where you want to go. But in this one, you hold a
And you
direction
just
button.
press a
and
button.
Go. Yeah, so when I was on there, my Sonic 3, my Sonic
Yeah,
and
that's what
Knuckle
happened
instinct
with me
started
too.
kicking in.
Yeah.
I was timing it. Ugh.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So that took a while.
Yeah, like, because I was launching in the wrong direction.
Yeah,
I was
like,
like,
God,
because I was like, I'm supposed to Sonic 3.
I immediately got it right away. I just didn't even. But it was a fun boss. For anybody who hasn't played Sonic Mania, basically there is this giant spider robot that Eggman is piloting. It pops down. You're on this platform. There are spikes on the sides. And when you jump on the robot itself, it doesn't damage the robot. Like a lot of bosses in this game, like there's something you actually have to do that's like, you kind of have to think outside the box a little bit. So you actually have to kind of dash hit the robot into the spikes of the wall in order to be able to damage it. When you look inside the spider robot, what you see is Eggman hanging upside down because the spider's hanging upside down from a thread. Like where the face is, that's supposed to be Eggman's face. But someone kind of saw this upside down Eggman and misinterpreted it for what looks to be now this fan character that's this little girl. Now, Heather, what are the names? Let's see.
So there's 3 names that everybody has been calling her, and it's Amaletta, Eggette, or Ovoid Robotnik.
Right. So this character is Eggman's evil niece, and she's pretty much absolutely the most adorably evil thing that has not been one of Bowser's children.
She's already my second favorite character behind Knuckles.
Right? And a lot of people have been making this really cool fan art where like Eggman's going around in his little like ship thing and like she's in a sidecar, or like, her doing egg puns. I'm very excited to do my best against Sonic. Her having like in like the more like serious like Saturday morning cartoon Sonic, like Sat AM.
The best one.
Right,
Yes.
like
The only one.
They did one like in that style where she's got like the black eyes and she's got like this bird and everything.
The robotic arm.
Yeah. So just all kinds of really cool stuff. And she's got one where she's got like little Sonic and Tails robots that are messing around. Like there's a lot of really cool fan art of this, which is really interesting because Sonic Mania is pretty much, like an officially licensed fan game. So the fact that more fan content kind of spawned from this is really cool. And I'm hoping that, like Sonic Mania, the fan game that became official, I'm hoping that this fan character somehow makes her way
I'm sure
Yeah,
she
that'd
will.
be awesome.
into actual like Sonic related things.
Sonic Mania 2.
So yeah, which it's funny because if you take a look at some of the art and you kind of imagine it sort of upside down, you can see Eggman's face just upside down, and it's her head.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. And
I think Ovoid. No, that's not.
Eggette.
No, I feel like her proper name would be Amletta Robotnik, and then Eggette would be like her nickname.
oh my god, there's another name here I'm reading right now. Yolky Dolky.
Yoki Doki.
Yoki Doki.
I don't know
Yolky-Dolky.
about that one.
I like that one, but yeah,
I feel like Yoki Doki should be like her catchphrase.
Yolky
Yolky-Dolky.
Dolky.
Like that's what she says. Like Robotnik will be all like, "Oh, hand me that wrench," and she'll be all like, "Yoki Doki," like that's her
awesome.
saying. Her name is Amletta, and then her nickname is Eggette, and Yoki Doki is her catchphrase.
There you go.
What
And
about,
Ovoid is just no.
so like, who's her mom? Like Agatha?
Yeah, that's good.
I
Good
mean,
job.
I didn't come up with that name, but like I was just
Agatha
like,
Crispy.
so yeah.
Bring your niece to work day.
What do you do, Uncle Eggman? Well, I destroy the environment and fuck around with this little blue hedgehog.
You know that blue hedgehog I always talk about when I go to your family reunions? Yes. I still haven't gotten him yet.
I just
Oh my god! No!
No.
Shut your face.
No.
Shut your face. Shut your face. This is my idea. Oh my god. This whole time, we've been playing this game where this fucking hedgehog's been tearing up this guy's yard. And Eggman's just this middle-aged suburban guy pissed off at this fucking hedgehog who's teamed up with a fucking flying fox and a fucking echidna to tear up his goddamn bushes and roses and his fucking, like...
He goes into his garage and stuff.
And he starts like trying to make like the better, mousetrap to try and fucking get rid of this damn pest who's destroying his yard. And then his niece comes over and starts tinkering with him. And then he like pulls her into this epic adventure just to get rid of these fucking vermin from his yard.
sounds like a Pixar movie.
Oh my god, yes!
No, see, what I was thinking was I was just kind of like, someone needs to like do. Like, after, like, Frank was doing his little impression thing, I was just kind of like, someone needs to, like, mash this up so, like, it's like a Rick and Morty sort of thing. But it's like Eggman and Omeletta.
My idea's better.
Yeah.
I love you, but my idea's better.
No,
and,
I was
and,
just like, that was-
now I almost feel like I'm connecting with Robotnik now.
Because instead of being like this evil, environment-hating megalomaniac that turns animals into robots, he's now just some middle-aged suburban white guy
Who's sick and tired of his yard being
Torn up
destroyed by
a
fucking
hedgehog
vermin.
and a fox and an echidna, whatever the fucking echidna even is. It's something with
They
that
look
climbs stuff
weird.
and has dreads.
Echidnas look weird.
Okay, I mean,
Yeah, they look weird.
I've never actually.
They don't
seen
look
one.
nearly as cool as Knuckles actually looks.
But I'm
Yeah.
sure they can avoid chuckling.
Oh yeah, like even the article says that like the official sprite artist likes this character. So
Oh yeah,
yeah, so there might be a chance we might see her in a future game.
Oh my
that
god, yes.
would be so rad. Like, see her like run up and like kick Amy or something.
That'd be awesome because I hate Amy.
I don't want Amy in my new games.
Me neither.
I agree with Frank.
I mean, I'm talking like a minuscule amount of cameo appearance-ness. I'm not talking about like running around and playing as her in Sonic Adventure.
I wasn't a big fan when I saw the toy versions of her.
I'm talking like Sonic CD level of involvement, at the most.
Her existence was insignificant in that game.
Well, yeah, because
That's
Sonic
his
was
point.
too cool to have a girlfriend.
Go to school?
Yeah.
What?
Too cool for school. Too cool for school. What the fuck?
I got no time for love. I only got time for messing this old dude's garden up.
I gotta go dig up some petunias, bitch.
Oh, look
Back
at this!
off.
A ring!
Christopher J. Hey, that's neat. My name's Jay Christopher. So,
And apparently
Coincidence?
you can draw.
I can sometimes.
Okay,
This
yeah.
guy
Where's
can draw.
Toy Knuckles?
Yeah, I know. Like, I see Sonic,
Racists.
and Tails.
No, that's a
Racist.
toy, Amy. It says so.
Oh my god.
Toy Amy. Toy Sonic. Toy Tails.
I didn't even notice that. Okay, well, now I just feel disrespected because Amy's in there and Knuckles isn't.
Right? So,
But he still did a very good piece of art.
this Alpha Gamboa's like Set AM style Eggette, Omeletta, whatever.
She kind of looks like Chucky, like in her face.
does.
Like, no, I want to see people like start to like Photoshop her into like the background of like Set AM screenshots.
Yes.
That'd be so rad. But yeah, that's like the big news for us this week is that Eggman has a niece. So, I mean, aside from the whole Assassin's Creed thing, whatever.
Well, yeah, like, no, I'm totally fucking stoked
Assassin's
about that.
Creed, Brendan Fraser edition. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's what we've got this week. That's everything. So, like I said before, and like I said in the last podcast, we're taking 2 weeks off so that, 1, I can celebrate my birthday, and 2, so that we can get moved into our new place and get everything moved over, internet and all that stuff. It'll be fun. While we are gone, though, there are other things that will pop up on Battle Geek Plus, the channel on YouTube. Ryan, take it away.
Alright, so there are going to be a couple of changes to the channel. We are moving Awesome Video Game Memories to Tuesdays now instead of Sundays because, you know, nobody watches videos on Sundays anymore, so we hope Tuesday's a better time slot for it. You know, it's still going to be a weekly show, so don't worry about that, and you're still going to get your fix every week. And we're going to roll out the last of our Battle Geek Plus Arcade Edition episodes every 2 Sundays until the end of October, and that's when they're gone. And also, I will be streaming this Saturday. I shall be streaming all of Mega Man X3 on twitch.tv/BattleGeekPlus and on YouTube Gaming. And I won't be streaming next week because I will be helping Josh and everybody else move.
All right, fantastic. That's our shows. That's this show. That's our show. Until next week, not next week. Until 3 weeks from now, have fun. All right, everyone say bye. Heather?
I'm melting.
See ya, Ryan.
Later.
Frank.
Der Schul?